talking about Faulkner.
I love that.
Oh my god, in politics, what the hell's going on?
Oh my god, it's like 2020 is going to be the year of like where historians specialize by the order. So like every 2 months. What month of 2020 do you specialize in? So anyway, yeah. Do you remember in January, the U.S. almost went to war with Iran?
The U.S. almost what?
Went to war with Iran.
Oh yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was like in January. It just feels so far away right now.
It seems like such a long time ago. Like it doesn't even seem like it matters.
I know. Like nobody cares now. Nobody cares now. So anyway. Yeah. So I have to tell you when I became the only time in my life where I became wise.
Wise?
Mm-hmm. On the Wednesday before schools were shut down,
Yes.
no one knew that anything was going to happen. The government hadn't made any announcements yet.
Yes.
But I'm on a Facebook group with 15,000 academic moms on it. And they were all talking about their schools shutting down in the States.
Oh.
And then I took my kid to the doctor because she had had pneumonia and she needed a follow-up. And so we did that. And I was in the doctor's office. And I said, you know, this COVID thing,
thingy.
it looks like it's bad now. You know, and she's like,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Carla Stratton, call.
Yeah.
Phone numbers up there about an appointment.
Okay. Thank you.
And, you know, they said, like I said, are you going to be okay? Like, what's going to happen to doctor's visits? You know, like, are they going to be canceled or what? And she's like, I think we're going to have to go into some sort of quarantine soon. And I said, I'm teaching a class in half an hour. Is there anything you want Western students to know? Because I have like 100 of them in a classroom. Should I tell them anything about this? Like, what do you want them to know? And she's like, can you teach them how to wash their hands? So I went on the WHO website and I figured out how the WHO recommends you washing your hands, like a hand washing protocol for regular people. And I went into class and there was a sick kids doctor who made it simpler for kids. So I showed them the video that you can sing a nursery rhyme and wash your hands at the same time.
Yes.
And I talked to them about COVID. I said, you know, I don't know what's happening, but it seems to me like it's getting really bad. And, you know, you have to get your prescriptions. If you have prescriptions, get them now because I have, you know.
When was this?
This was in March, early March.
So like 2 weeks before.
It was right before March break, the Wednesday before March break. And I said, I have academic friends who are saying that there are disruptions in the supply chain for pharmaceuticals, and you need to get your medicine now, because if people get sick, Costco is the last place you want to be. And, like, buy the biggest bag of rice that you can find. And they were all looking at me like I was nuts.
That you
And
were
like,
crazy.
I was like, I think this is going to be bad, and Trump is going to do the wrong thing with all of this. And you know why? Because you've been in my class all year. So, like, you know, I'm not sure, and maybe I'm being paranoid here, but like I think that we gotta take this seriously now. And so, like, some of them left the class, and I got half of them who were like, "Oh my God, she's so over the top," and the other half were like almost in tears. Oh, they were so scared. And then after that, I'm like, I probably shouldn't have like come down so hard on them. Like I probably shouldn't have. You know, maybe it's not my place. I'm teaching an American Lit class. Like, what do they need to know about, you know, public health measures? And now I'm like, oh, I was right, because the next day, Western shut down, all the public schools shut down, everything shut down the next day.
Wow.
Yeah, all the classes got canceled on Thursday.
Did you get any messages like, oh my God, thank you?
Yeah, it did. I got messages from students who were like, how did you know? And you know, I think for some of them, it helped them like mentally wrap their head around what should I do now if school closes, right? Because a lot of them were in residence and they needed time to think. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of them I didn't hear from again. And then some emailed me because they were in trouble. like the one student got deployed in the reserves, and I had to write a special exam for him so he could leave because he
Wow.
was taking it like 2 weeks early. And you know, some of my students had to leave to go to like Greece. They wanted to get out of the country because they weren't sure that they would be able to leave if they didn't leave then, right? So they basically had to like leave in the middle of the night to get on a flight,
Oh, there it is.
like any flight. So it was, you know, it's been hard for a lot of them. It's been really, I'm sure your students are kind of going, you might not have as many international ones.
Yeah, I know we didn't at all in our class, but I think they're all gone. I don't think there's anyone left.
Well, like the residences are like, they're like a stationary cruise ship, right?
Yeah.
With their bathrooms
I will rinse it. So what have you been doing with the kids?
Well, they're getting a lot of screen time. You know, I'm lucky insofar as the kids, if they feel like they have you, my kids are the age where if they feel they have you, they don't need much else,
Yeah,
you know?
which is a great age.
It's great.
Yeah.
You know, the downside is that they need you more. So, like, you know, they can't feed themselves, they can't pour their own glass of juice, they can't, you
Yeah.
know, turn the TV on. You know, my son is 7. At the beginning of COVID, he couldn't really read. They had never used a mouse before, computers, they couldn't log on to their own websites, or, you know, you don't want them using the internet by themselves either.
Right.
Because they'll, like, type in something and then end up who knows where. So, you know, you kind of had to coach them when they were at school, their online school.
Right.
And that's assuming that we had a device free that they could use.
Yeah.
I need my computer kit.
So what did you had to buy another device?
You know, we had an old computer from before 1999 that we jury rigged and got working for them. It's an old laptop.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I don't know how Simon got it working. It's like as thick as a binder. Like it's a laptop that was like an early laptop. Let's just say. But it works.
Like those big clunky ones?
Yeah. And you know, at the time it was a really good computer because Simon does really big, like because he's a statistician, he needs it to work. And process data, so it's pretty good.
I never thought of that because if you only have one computer and you need it for work and your kids.
Yeah. Can I do this?
Yeah, you go ahead.
He's outside with Elliot.
Pardon?
My tutor is outside with Elliot.
Oh, okay. We'll just finish you up and then we'll go get them.
Right, okay.
And when I think about it, I actually remember back in the
Does he need the kid seat, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
So you get them to come back in 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
saying,
So, So yeah, it's been hard, like, because we have two, like, they had one class that overlapped in the time, so we had to, like, make sure they had enough devices for, like, they both needed a computer. So anyway, we managed, and we might get a desktop for them, like something cheap, so that if we have to do this again, we don't have any problem.
Oh, don't say that. It's not going to happen again.
So, so my academic moms who were right the first time said that it's pretty hard not to have a second bump. And in the States, so it's horrible right now. Like, it looks like they're gonna have to go under lockdown again. Like everywhere. Maybe not New York, because everyone kind of came through that already, and they took it more seriously. But
And there's a video.
yeah, they say normally like flu season it might come back. That's what the epidemiologists even at Western were saying, that we have to plan our classes as if that's possible.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, and it would be so hard for you guys too.
So 100% online.
My classes are all online because we had to use the bigger lecture halls to house. They basically prioritize first year classes, lab classes, and anything that has to be taught in person, like trumpet lessons and studio art classes and stuff like that. And if we're going to prioritize those classes, and also any medical or dental classes, they prioritize in person because they need to do like anatomy with human subjects and stuff, right? So, in order to have space for those, like the biggest lecture hall in my building, which seats 180, would only accept a 35-person class. That's how far apart people have to be in the space.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we just didn't have enough classroom space for everybody, and they also couldn't feed everyone on campus while respecting social distancing.
Yeah.
So like bathrooms and all the facilities problems were just pretty major. So they said if there's any way you can teach online, then please teach online so that we can have more facilities for the people who can't. And so I said, okay, I'll just go totally online, which is kind of better so that if the kids are online too, like if the kids have to stay home, I have to stay with them, and I can't teach on campus,
Yeah.
right? So
Is there, what about daycare and?
everything's closed. Like if school's closed, daycares will also be closed, and the daycares don't take older kids.
Yeah.
So, like, anyway, that's what we did. And like, I think we can teach online not badly. It'll be, harder for someone teaching a chemistry lab.
Yeah.
And apparently my husband has a postdoc who's teaching this summer, and he gave a test, and he found a cheating range which involved 50 out of 180 students.
Cheating ring?
Yep.
So what happened?
They took the exam questions and posted them on Chegg, which is an online homework helping site, which is not really helping. It's more cheating. And so you post a question and then someone answers it for you. And somehow the person answering gets rewarded somehow by the other people who posted the question. And anyone who's I think you pay to get access to the website, and then it's like a group cheating website. So that's like a third of the class that cheated already on one test.
Wow.
That they know of. They don't know about the others. And apparently he thought one student cheated, and he asked them about his assignment, and he's like, well, you think I'm bad, then look at these people, and he showed them what everyone else was doing.
Wow.
So like, yeah. So like that's gonna be hard because like everyone's like, for a lot of the disciplines are used to testing as a mechanism for assessment. They can't use the same kind of assessment that they are used to.
Wow.
Yeah.
at home.
And you know, that has knockdown effects on other stuff too, like if people can cheat and get good marks, then how do you know who should be a dentist, or how do you know who should deserve to get into
Exactly.
graduate school, right? So, yeah, it's not good.
Just cheating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
So
honestly,
you're gonna post your classes online,
because of his
and then how do you assess students? How are you gonna do?
So they have they have procedure sheets, and they have to send pictures of their cuts that they're doing. It's hard to check it because I'm not there, but that's how we're gonna assess their practical. And when I'm doing the real time, like if I'm doing this cut and they're doing it with me, then I can check what they're doing and back. So that's a good one, but I can't force them, eh? Apparently you can't force them to even come on the camera.
Yes, no, you can't, because they could be in a situation that they don't want to be.
Exactly. So unfortunately, there's a lot of protocol.
Yeah. And like we'll have to do the best we can. Like, people's
Yeah.
learning experience is what they make of it. Like at some point I'm like, I'm just gonna do the best I can, and if someone wants to cheat or not do it or get by this year, you know, then okay, that's up to them. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be everything to everyone.
No, you can't.
And I think students will be grateful for just having a community. Like I think they're really lonely right now.
Yeah.
So you might actually like going across.
You know, that skinny guy kind of walks through the house. During the week, so it's dark here. Yeah. Yeah. And you're always coming around so long, so DVDs remember that. Yeah. Or it's DVD. Yes. And he only wanted to be known as the DVD guy. He didn't want to use me as. And I read his Vine review. He's seeing the one review.
Look at that
Well
shakiness.
done.
Well, I mean,
It was pretty shaggy, I have to say. The
It was
top,
so
we couldn't do
thick,
the
right?
top, yeah, because we don't have the texturing scissors. And I was like, they have these scissors that only cut some, but not all. And my husband was like, what do you want to do?
That's funny. I'm glad the fact that he even did it.
I know, because otherwise I would have had a mullet, like a really like rocking mullet too. Like,
second time you get a fine. Third time.
so yeah. And I cut Elliot's hair, so we can go
You can
in.
keep taking, yeah.
Okay.
Cut Elliot's hair.
So
I bet you it's pretty cute.
no, well, when I finished, he kind of looked like a Roman gladiator. It was really straight, the bangs were too straight, but I was like, like, compared to taking an hour, and he's really busy, and then he's gonna call that done. He's not so bad. So I didn't know what to do on the website because it said COVID upcharge and I didn't know what that was. So when I signed up for my
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know where
no. That's only if we had to use extra color.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, but she did not like when I talked to her. She did not like it. She was like, oh, you lie with this, you lie with that. I'm like, oh, yeah, people do that unfortunately. So on the internet. Yeah. And of course, they did disclose it. Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you talk to her for a little bit, oh yeah. By a little bit, I mean 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I usually try to, get away when you're
Mm.
walk away. I think after a while he saw
So what if someone coming back with really bad hair dye?
Yep.
And I saw that you were making hair dye potions for people.
Yes.
I thought that was a great idea.
It worked so well.
Did it?
It paid our bills.
Really?
Yeah, and our online store.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it was good. Yeah,
That's so
because a
good.
lot of salons didn't make it, right?
Yeah, no, a lot of them are. Well, I mean, my favorite bra store is going under. You know,
Which one?
the one on Richmond Street. Vinny and Tina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
They
sucks.
closed. Yeah, they're closing and they're doing a fire sale. Their content. It's sad.
That is so
I know,
sad.
they were really good at fitting.
Sonia, wasn't it Sonia that was kind of looking after everything? Yes.
But I'm sure, like, I mean, it's gonna happen at every level, right? It's gonna
Yeah.
happen with businesses, it's gonna happen with personal bankruptcies. You know, we kept paying our house cleaners
Oh, yeah.
for the first month because we were worried about them, and then they ended up getting, I think they got served or something. They said, we're good, you don't need to keep paying us.
Oh, that's good.
But I was like, if I keep getting a salary, you should, like,
Yeah.
and I didn't, you know, because they, they're an immigrant family. I was just worried about them, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to ask. I just so anyway.
That was so nice of you.
No, I mean, at least it's so unexpected.
Yeah.
And you gotta do it, you know.
Yeah.
And like the amount of people, like as soon as that light was green and you're not moving, which is good.
So that really hard line there, I just went through and softened it all up.
Thank you.
Because I know you like it even a little bit longer. And then in here,
Yeah.
I love to soften those up.
Yeah.
Tons of texture.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
We didn't really know how to do that with just normal scissors.
No.
So we tried.
All right. Thank